Our scientific topic is water wet?
Is water wet? It was one of the top controversial topics, most debated on social media in 2018. This topic was argued over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook on is water really wet? Both sides have proven their theories and points to try and prove whether they are right or wrong.
So, is water actually wet or not? Well, no, go ahead.
Alright. The actual definition of wet is to be covered or saturated in water.
Or not liquid.
Or another liquid.
So, our reason is not? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, we think it's not, and here's why. Water is not wet, God! To say that something is wet means the water on the surface of something can be removed. You get caught by the rain, you say, oh, my hair gets wet, now I gotta get it redid. Oh, my shoes get wet, now I gotta let it sit outside and dry. You don't say the ocean is wet. Right, Nick?
Right. Water's not wet!
Alright, let's get back to this. Hold up. Fix this.
I'm going.
Yeah, go ahead.
For an example, fire. Fire burns things, right? But fire in itself is not burnt. Just like water. Water wets things, but water in and of itself is not actually wet.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so here we got some of the arguments from the dumb people that said why water is wet. So this person said water is wet because water is surrounded by other water molecules, and the molecules are touching each other, so water would then be wet.
But again, the water molecule itself isn't wet. And we're going based off the definition of water on a non-molecule level.
Solid fact, solid fact.
So here, we got another dumb response from the people that believe water is wet. Water is ice juices in plainest terms.
What?
So when an ice cube is melting, the ice cube is now wet. And ice is another form of liquid in water. It is also a liquid. In conclusion, water and ice equal wet.
Wait, but isn't that the whole point? Like, so they say ice is being wet.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So if ice being wet, isn't that the whole point? Because wet is defined by a solid and a liquid. So if ice is solid and it covered with water. That's what wet is.
Right.
So this person is dumb. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you got something else to say?
I think that's all that needs to be said.
Nate, you want to finish off?
Yeah, I'll finish it off for us.
Oh, he gonna give the whole speech. Hold up.
Water in itself is not wet. You can now sleep soundly knowing that you have the answer and the explanation to water is not wet.
Clap it up, guys.
Our scientific topic is water.
Water wet.
Oh, shoot.
Definition of water is to be covered or saturated in. Oh,
It's wet. It's wet.
Definition of water is
No!
No! I knew it the second you said that, Luigi, and I was like, no.
You get caught outside by the rain. Banana. God damn it, Nick. To say when something is wet.
To say when something is wet means the water of the surface of that something is wet. Let's say you go out in the rain and your hair gets wet. You say I got, oh my